Welcome. Hello. How are you? I hope you're wonderful today. We are talking about what you need before you can be any good at selling. These are some keys that I really want you to grasp in order for you to go out there and kick some serious sales ass. So let's go ahead and get started. You're here because one, maybe there's this thing inside of you that feels like you're supposed to be doing more, making more, having a bigger impact, but something's not quite right, and you can't figure out what it is that's really going to get you to move forward. Or maybe you just want to know what it's like for people to be reaching out to you, wanting to work with you. Or maybe you know that just throwing things at the wall and hoping, praying, wishing for them to stick isn't actually a business, and it's not going to get you into that six-figure mark, right? Maybe this could be you too. You're ready to take control of your future and to own all of your skills that it's going to take to make money online. You fall somewhere within those four categories or a mixture of two or three of them. That's great. You're in the right place. Oh, too many. Here we go. This time things are going to be different. This is my promise to you. I know that in the past you've tried these things and they probably haven't worked out. Here's why this is different. You're going to get the support you want, plus the know-how to actually help you succeed, right? Don't you hate it when you get on a webinar and they tell you a few things, but you don't know what to do? That bothers me. This is going to be different, okay? Sales hasn't quite worked out for you to this point simply because you haven't been approaching sales from a human embodiment perspective. So what do I mean by that? I mean that I teach my clients how to fully embody their sales process and to be human, to show those human qualities in order to bring life back to online sales. What does that mean? That means no cold messaging. That means you're not reaching out to people hoping that it sticks, right? Hoping that they notice you. We're not playing games here. You're going to bring that human quality that people long for, that interaction, that love, that compassion. You're going to bring that into your sales process, and that is what makes people reach out and want to buy from you. I'm going to show you how easy this is. So some of my client wins, just so you know that this really works. Brittany made $100,000 over $100,000 in 2017. This, if you look right here on the right-hand side of your screen, this is a message that she sent to me about how she only made $20,000 in 2016. And after working with me, she was able to make over $100,000 in 2017. I'm honored. That was an amazing message to receive. Another one of my clients who wishes to remain anonymous, she had her first 4K day. She did that with 2 3-month packages and what else was it? 2 3-month packages, and one of them just paid. So her $4,000 package was with one pay and one other person, in contingency. So that was just one person signing up for a $3,000 package. And then you have other messages like, oh my gosh, I just finished my second session with Maureen and I'm blown away. I knew she was special at first, but I'm buzzing I'm buzzing on a whole new level. My business has already had some life brought back to it. She's had 3 signups into a group coaching program, and her business is just taking off. That is the kind of results that I'm expecting for you guys as well. It's possible. Let me give you a little bit of background story. This anonymous person that just had a $4,000 day, she was scared to invest $100 with me. This $4,000 day was less than 30 days after she invested with me. Pretty incredible, right? Brittany, we were working together for less than 6 months, and we were able to turn around her year and turn it into a $100,000 month. What she doesn't tell you in this message is that we didn't start working together until the middle of the year. If I remember correctly, it was around July. That's incredible, right? That is what you want. So don't think that just because the first quarter is over that you're not able to still have a $100,000 a year. You are. And even if you don't, you're going to come really close if you stick to it, if you go through the steps. Does that make sense? You have to do the work, but you can absolutely do this. Some of my clients that you might recognize are people like Jessica Bartram. She is amazing. She teaches women who have been burned by love before how to open themselves up to heal and to really call in the true love of their life. It's an amazing love story that she has with her own husband after being divorced. And it's something that she goes on to continuously teach. And now she's having $3,000+ months. And her husband has even started his own coaching business for veterans. It's absolutely amazing. When we started, this woman was struggling to make $2,000 a month. It's possible. It's 100% possible for you. Peyton Dale. If you don't know who Peyton Dale is, she is a celebrity stylist. When we first started working together, her business was rocky. She wasn't making money. And she was struggling to turn her passion into something that she loved. After just a few sessions with me, she sent me a video almost in tears, and you can hear it in her voice. I'll let you guys watch that video later if you want to. But she was able to turn this abyss, if you will, of frustration into something that allowed her to have her husband quit his job so he could focus on music and to replace her full-time income. She even says in the video that she has made more that month than she ever had in any job before. How amazing. Now she's easily raking in $10,000 months. She has a beautiful office space. Her and her husband are getting ready to move from Nashville to LA to pursue his dreams. And her business is something that she loves, including being able to work with people like Johnny Legend and being presented multiple times on the runway and at the Grand Ole Opry. She is one of their main stylists. Isn't that fabulous? And then if you guys don't know Stephanie Cherma, she is a wonderful relationship coach. She helps women who are going through the dating around and turmoil and not knowing their worthiness, so they're just kind of going out there, and she takes them and she raises that powerful woman inside of them. She brings that to the surface and shows them how to lead with their value instead of their body to get a love that is pure, a love that lasts, just like her and her husband have. It's wonderful. And the reason why I specifically picked out these women is, one, because you probably have seen them online or heard them on different podcasts, such as the Style Your Mind podcast, which both Stephanie and Peyton were able to get on while working with me. They're amazing. And it's all from their own efforts, let me add. This is their efforts. These women went after what they wanted. But I also showed you them because these three women do not talk about money results. And the number one question I get is, how can I make money online without having a money result to show, right? I'm sure you guys have seen those posts. Oh, work with me. My clients are making $10,000 a month. And you're probably over here thinking, well, the result that I have to offer has nothing to do with money. So how do I get people to pay me for my services? You're in the right spot. And hello. Oh, go back, go back. No, go back, go back. This is what happens when you have a touch screen. It goes haywire sometimes. But you live and you learn, and life is good. So I'm Maureen Casey. I am a sales extraordinaire. I love selling. I love embodying selling. It's fabulous. And I'm going to teach you my magical ways, I promise. I'm here to help you lead with value so that you can make money online without losing yourself in the process. Now, what does that mean, Maureen? I mean, you don't have to sell your soul to the devil to get results. I'm going to show you how to take what you do, the benefits of what you do and who you are, your personality, and to lead with that, to allow that to be the focal point so that you're attracting people who already love you and want to work with you for who you are and not just some guaranteed result like a $10,000 month. I'm also a mom. I only have one beautiful baby girl. She's my world. We have a very unique relationship because I was a single mom for quite a while before I married my fabulous husband, the love of my life. And things are different around here. I'm a different type of mom because I own my own business. I work from home. I'm sitting in my office in my house right now while my daughter's at school. Every single day, I walk her to her classroom. Every single day, we have breakfast together. Every single day, I'm the first thing she sees when she walks out of that building. I am always the first mom at pickup, and I pride myself in that. I'm very, very proud of that. Right? I get to have dinner with my family every single day. My daughter gets to have the life of her dreams because that's something I wanted for her as a single mom. That was a desire. That was something that I created, and now I'm here. Right? She sees a loving, happy marriage. She sees two parents who are out there working for their dreams, building up businesses. Yes, myself and her stepfather are both entrepreneurs, and we are killing it. She sees that. My baby has the opportunity to do whatever she wants in life because she sees the value behind opening up her own doors and going after what she wants. And at the heart of all of that is sales, and that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm also a dog mom. You can't see him right now, but he is right here behind me, sleeping, being so cute, wondering why I'm talking and petting to him. And I love tacos. You want to know something about me? Tacos. Tacos, 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 maybe a margarita. I don't really drink, but hey, it's springtime, tacos and margaritas. I love tacos. If ever I'm in your town and you want to take me out and impress me and just get to know me, I will coach you for free over a plate of tacos, okay? But they have to be good tacos. No Taco Bell around here. I grew up in Southern California, so I love authentic Mexican food. And anywhere I go, that's the one thing I look for. It doesn't matter what state, what country, I want to know how tacos are, where they are, all right? So this is me. Now, what you're going to be learning here, I am going to teach you who will buy from you. Look at that typo. Do you see that? That's supposed to say will. Okay, y'all know what we're talking about. Who will buy from you? Who do you need to speak to? Who's ready to buy from you? What's stopping people from buying from you? We don't want them buying you. And why you're not selling like you would like to be. That's what we're covering. So let's knock this out. Your ideal client, who is that anyways? Well, first of all, your ideal client is somebody that you want to work with, but your ideal client is also somebody who really wants to work with you. They already want your offers. They're already looking for what you have. They're just waiting for you to show up. They're praying for you to show up. Now, I highly recommend that you do a client avatar. And I talk about this within a course that I'm teaching right now, my Summer of Sales Mastermind. I go in depth. We're talking 40 minutes about everything you need to know about your ideal client, their demographic, their sociograph, their personalities, their attitudes, their values, their missions, everything, including how they're living their life and what they want out of their life, is in the next training on your ideal client, okay? But I want you to understand this. Your ideal client isn't just a person. Your ideal client is a person who wants to work with you, somebody who is already looking for what you're offering. Now, things to think about when it comes to your ideal client that's somewhat outside of the box. So you guys can Google avatar and see what comes up and ask yourself the same old questions. Age, sex, race, gender, I already said sex. All of those different types of things. What do they do? What is their problem? What is their pain point? You're going to hear all of that. But here's some other things that I want you to think about. What are their gaps? So a gap is an area that they're missing something, preferably something that you fill. So you're here, your gap is probably conversion, right? You're online, you're posting, you're blogging, you're doing videos, you're reaching out to people, but sales isn't working for you. Your gap is, how do we get sales to work? How do you get people to go from being in your space to buying from you? Okay? Why are you their best solution? So when you're thinking about your ideal client, why are you their best solution? There's a specific reason why they're working with you. My clients, I'm their best solution because they are done playing games. They don't want to just beat around the bush anymore. They want someone that shoots it straight, right? Somebody that's going to tell them the truth and help them get the results they want, and not be like, oh, I'm so sorry, it didn't go your way this week. Let's try again next week. No, I'm going to ask you the hard questions. I'm going to ask you why you're not doing the work, why you're not showing up, what other areas you're not showing up for yourself. And then we're going to come up with a plan to help you show up, right? My clients come to me, they work with me because they're ready to really go after it. They don't want to play small anymore. And they don't want somebody that's going to allow them to stay small. I don't have excuses and I don't accept excuses, okay? So what type of clients get the best results with you? The clients that get their best results for me, those are the clients that are completely fed up with the way things are going right now, and they're ready to try something new. They're open to exploring, right? Not, oh, well, that strategy doesn't feel good, so I'm not even going to implement it. It doesn't feel good because it's new. It's outside of your comfort zone, right? You're growing. You're getting to the next level. I'm sorry, but getting to your next level doesn't feel good. You remember growing pains as a kid, right? They hurt. You hurt. When you grow, you're going to feel it. It is what it is. My ideal clients, the one that get the best results with me, they know that. They go after that. They're okay with that, right? They're going to do the work anyways. What do your ideal clients see as valuable? This is key. This is so huge. And this is something that we talk about over and over and over again in my mastermind. You need to lead with value, but it's not just what you think is valuable. It's what does your client think is valuable. Personally, I love having access to trainings, right? I can get on whenever I want. I can do them whenever I want. It gives me the freedom. It allows me to really go after what I want on my own time. But there's a lot of people that just won't do it because they're not self-starters or because they're too busy. So they want someone, or they want a course that says, every single week at this exact time, I'm going to teach you this thing. Be there, right? That's what they want. So you need to see, you need to know what it is that is valuable to them. Does that make sense? So just because it's valuable to you does not mean that it's valuable to them. What results are your ideal clients looking for? Once again, we miss this. We always, all the time, we think it's one thing, and trust me, it's not, right? You think, and I'm going to use my business for an example. I used to think, oh, my clients just want to hit $10,000 months. That is true, sure. That's not it. That's not where the line is drawn, right? That's like a line in the sand. We're going to pass right over it. What they really want, what they're really saying is they want to consistently have money coming in. They want to be able to afford the things that they want and not feel the struggle. They want to justify not having a 9 to 5. They want to be able to say yes to their kids when their kids say things like, hey, Mom, want to go to the zoo. And you're thinking, oh God, I have to pack lunches and I got to get snacks and it'd be so much easier to eat there, but shit, it's so expensive, right? That is out the window. It's not a $10,000 month. It's what a $10,000 month represents, right? I don't love sports cars, but my husband has convinced me that I need a Lamborghini. You see the face there? Okay. And I do love it. And I can't wait to go test drive it in a month or so. We've been looking at it. I've been building them online. It's this whole thing, but it's not the Lamborghini. It's not. Okay. It's what it says about my husband. My husband gets to say, I bought that for my wife, right? I did that. Oh, see, there's the puppy. I told you I got one. Oh, there's a baby. My husband gets to show up and say, I did this, I created this, I made this money, we can afford that car, we paid cash for it, life's good. That's what he wants. He wants that type of a lifestyle. He doesn't really care that I'm in a sports car. And if he got logical on it, he probably doesn't want me in a sports car. I don't have the best track record with speeding tickets, okay? Probably not the thing, but it's an extremely safe car. It's their version of an SUV, yada, yada. I wanted an SUV because we plan to expand our family. It's a thing. Does that make sense? What are the results that they're actually looking for? They're looking for something else. They're looking for a lack of fear, right? They're looking for a lack of timidness, maybe. They're looking for the confidence to be able to go out and get what they want, whether that's money, sales, client, or that's something else, like they want to be able to be the top influencer. They want to show up online as, this amazing mom, maybe, right? I have a client who is a parenting coach, and she helps women. I always get this wrong because she has specific words for it, but essentially, they're emotional. She helps parents balance out kids that are having emotional distresses, right? So what do her clients really want? Her clients want to be able to help their kids work through the traumas that they've already faced in life. How amazing. But take that one step further. What does that actually do for the kid? What is the benefit of being able to help the mom and the dad work through those traumas with their child? It creates a child who knows that he or she could rely on those parents. It creates a child that is fun and gets to go out and do things and live and not have that dark shadow hanging over them. That's what she talks about in her content. That's exactly why parents hire her, because they can see that for their children and they want that for their children. That's the actual result they want, is freedom for their child. And they're willing to do the work that it takes in order to get there. All right, and what makes them angry? So sticking with that same client, what makes her clients angry? Her clients are angry that their kids are suffering based on something that they went through, and the parents are feeling hopeless. They're feeling maybe like they messed up somehow because they didn't protect their kid well enough, or because it was their fault that their kid went through that, or whatever it may be. They're frustrated, they're angry. Okay, and the key here, I want you to remember that there is more to a person than just their name and their age and their sex and their occupation. When you're selling, you need to speak to their soul, not just to their physical, right? We usually say things like, females from the age of this to this, right? It's not about that. It's what are they experiencing? You're talking to that. You're talking to their soul and what their soul is going through. That's what's going to get them to buy. So who do you need to speak to? Okay. One of the biggest mistakes people make online is that they're dating around with their audience, with their marketing. You don't need to date around. You need to get serious. You need to get focused. You need to get stable. You pick one person to talk to and you talk to that person for 30 days. That will give you momentum in your business, okay? Pick somebody. Now, there's a couple different ways to pick who you need to talk to. If you have something coming up, right? You're launching something, or you have a course, a product, whatever it is, there's something that you're specifically going to be selling in the future. You need to talk directly to the person who is perfect for this, but doesn't know that they're perfect yet, right? That person that really, really could use whatever it is you have, but they're on the fence. And it's your job to speak to them in a way that helps them get over that fence. That way, when you launch it, when you say, hey, here's what I have to offer, they say, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I've been needing. That's exactly it. And they already know, love, and trust you because you were speaking to their soul the entire time. Okay, so that's one. Look at your up and coming things and then write content based on what's coming up in the future. The other thing is, what do you have going on right now? So you might say, oh, I'm launching something right now, or I'm always running this specific thing, and I'm just not getting the sales on it. So take a look at who is on the fence, okay? What level are they at? Why are they on the fence? And you're speaking to them to get them over the fence, right? You're speaking to them in a way that gets them into the hot market. And we'll go over that in just a second. And the third kind of option here is warming up your audience. So if your entire audience is cold, you need to speak to that cold market in a way that warms them up. Okay, this is to help you get them through their various stages of their journey with you. Now, here's what I mean by this. Your client temperature. If they don't know you, they're cold. These are people who are just now, friend requesting you, just talking to you for the first time. Maybe they just came across your first video. They don't know you. One thing that I want you to know is that people can go through this whole process in a matter of minutes or a matter of years, okay? It really depends on them and on you. So they start cold, they don't know you, and then they get to the point where they've seen you, and then they start to notice you, right? They're recognizing you. When they're scrolling, oh, yep, that's Maureen again. This is where they're warm. They've warmed up to you to where they are always recognizing you. Then they become to actually follow you, and this does not mean they hit the follow button or they hit the friend request button. That's not what I'm talking about. These are people that are actually following you. They're looking for your content. They're liking your stuff. They're engaging. They're interacting. They're starting to show up more and more. Now, keep in mind, my top dollar clients don't interact with me. It's the craziest thing, but it's true. So the women that have signed $20,000 private coaching contracts with me, they have not interacted. They have literally just messaged me and said, I've been following you for this long. I'm ready to work with you. You announced that you have X amount of spots open. I want one of them. What do we need to do? And I'm like, okay, let's do that, right? It blows me away every time, but it happens every time. But that's what I'm talking about when they're following you. They've seen you over and over and over and over. And then you've got your hot market. They are ready to buy. Okay? These are people that have already bought from you. These are people that have followed you so much and you know them so well that when you announce that you have something that fills their gap, they're in. They're all in because they've gone through the process. They've gotten to know you. They know what you stand for. They know, love, and trust you at this point, right? Because you're constantly putting out things that make them gravitate towards you. They feel like they can trust you because you're always relating to them. They feel like you know what they're going through, like you already know them. That's why they want to work with you. That's when they're ready to buy. So as far as your content goes and using this in sales and marketing, you need to look at your audience right now. What temperature are they? And you always want to go for the majority, okay? That's how it goes. Majority rules. If the majority of your market is right smack dab in the middle, they're warm. They know you, they talk to you maybe, they interact, but they haven't jumped off yet. They're not quite ready to buy. Maybe they are, they just need a little push, right? It's your job to talk to them into, I say talk them into, that's not exactly it, but essentially that's what you're doing. You're talking them into buying from you. But I'm not talking about convincing. I'm saying that you are getting them, you know where they're at right now, okay? You know where they're at, and you're talking to them about the future. And that future is hot market, right? That future is them buying from you. What happens when they buy from you? Why are they where they are right now? And what is it going to take to get them to where they need to go? I talk about this extensively in the pre-work for the mastermind. When we go over your ideal client profile, one of the things we talk about is identifying where they are at and how to talk to them, what stories they need to hear in order to move forward with you, okay? This is incredibly important. So a few more tips I want to give you on this is you might decide that on your profile, you are always speaking to your warm market, getting them to become hot market, right? That could be all of your content is geared for that temperature, but it's a specific person, right? You still have that profile. You know the woman, the man, the child, whoever it is that you're speaking to. You know who they are, and you know what temperature they are, and you know what it's going to take to get them to the other side, the side that they really want to be in. Okay, so what do you do with the cold market? Maybe you decide if that's how you want to talk from warm to hot, then every single time somebody new, somebody that you don't recognize pops up, maybe you need to reach out to them, right? That's when you message them and say, hey, I haven't seen you around before. I want to get to know you. It's just like dating, but for the business world. And yes, building a business does take time. And no, you don't have to message everybody. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just letting you know that there are options. You don't have to gear your content 1 month towards cold, 1 month towards warm, 1 month towards hot. I don't believe in that. Personally, I gravitate towards always speaking to my my warm to hot market. And I speak very specifically to my cold market in posts prior to launching. And that's something we go over later on in the mastermind. Okay, so, and I'm going to move this really quick, but the 2 reasons why people don't buy from you, and this is something that you can work on and fix today. They don't buy from you because they don't know that you have what they want, I guess is the best way to put that. They don't know what you have is for them. Okay, they don't know what you have is for them. So what does that mean? It means that they might be sitting there thinking, oh, that's great, you've got a sales program, but I've tried those before. They don't know that this is for them. You have to make that clear. The other thing that stops them is that they don't know it's possible for them. So they might be, oh, well, of course she can do it. You know, she came from money, or she did this, or she did that, right? I mean, think about the excuses that you've said. Of course, she has 100 people watching her videos. Look at her perfect hair and makeup. Or maybe, of course, she's, running programs that get over 100 people in them. Look at her branding, it's on point. Okay? I made over $100,000 in my business before I ever had a brand. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Every excuse you come up with is total bullshit. Total bullshit. But these are the 2 reasons that most people don't buy. These are the number 2 reasons, okay? This has actually been scientifically proven. Group of researchers, all kinds of marketing research, and this was something that they actually came up with. People don't buy because they don't know it's for them. Think about walking into a boutique for the first time. I'm petite and curvy. I'm not going to walk into a big and tall store. I might walk in and be frustrated when I go into like a Kohl's because they don't cater to petite. They don't have a petite section. But then you get me in somewhere like Black House White Market, and they do. They have jeans that are designed for real women. They fit my curves. They're nice, right? They're very well put together. I like them. They fit good. They feel good. They're designed for working women. I fit those boxes. It's very important that you understand that your client is going to be the most comfortable when they know specifically it's for them. You need to get clear. That's why doing a full ideal client workup profile is incredibly important. You can't do the basics. You have to actually understand them to be able to speak to them. they'll be eating out of your palm. They'll be buying every single time because you know them. You get it. All right? Incredibly important. Okay, and this needs to be your reality. What if? All right? A lot of times we're paralyzed by the what ifs that come up right before we get into something, right? Right before we're on the verge of something big. You get that idea and you're like, oh, that's exciting. And then all of a sudden it's what if it fails? What if they laugh? What if it's a ton of work and I don't make any money? Oh my gosh. We get overwhelmed. But what if that fear was actually the lie? And the truth is that your desires, those dreams that you have, those were designed to be your reality. You're just one of the lucky few that gets to see a glimpse into your destiny. And I fully believe this. I fully believe that every single thing you desire, everything I desire, was given to me. And the moment that I desire it, the universe is already putting it into place to come to me. And the reason why we don't receive those things is because we don't keep fighting for it. We convince ourselves that that's not our reality. It's too good. I'm supposed to struggle. I'm supposed to stay over here. I'm supposed to be on the crazy train forever. But sorry, I don't want to be on the crazy train forever. I want to get off. I want to go on vacation. I want to be floating around some river in some jungle somewhere taking, a raft tour type thing. That's what I want to be doing. I do not want to be on the crazy struggle bus forever, okay? That's not my thing. If it's your thing, you can probably just go ahead and leave because we're not meant to be. It's time to move on. It's time to realize what your true reality is. And your true reality are all those amazing dreams that you have. Doubt, fear, shame, guilt, all of those types of things, that is the lie. Okay, that's the lie. Allow yourself to live in truth and love, where the possibilities are endless and you get to have, be, do, create whatever you desire, because that is your reality. So I want to share with you a few more of my clients. Let's come back to Jessica. You guys remember her, right? She is one of the love coaches. So she reached out to me angry at one point in time while we were working together. And she was like, oh my gosh, nobody has signed up for this free challenge. I spent all this money on advertising. It's crazy. And we sat down and we talked and we figured it out and we went over her copy and why she wasn't feeling it. Was it an energetic thing? Was she speaking to her clients the way she should? Who was she calling in? What was the result and the purpose of the challenge? And was she sharing that? Okay, so within a couple of hours, she sent me this first screenshot. You see that? The 469? And she said, manifesting magic and Maureen is all I need. Thanks for the help. Then like an hour later, I wish I would have kept the times. One was at 8 something. The next one at 9 something. She sent me this update saying that she loved a planning party that I did. Of course, she jumped on all of my stuff. And she just wanted to let me know that 5 days after, okay, 5 days after she was ranting about her challenge, only having 100 people enrolled, she ended up with She ended up with over 1,400 women, 1,400 women in that. Now, I'm not going to go on to tell you the rest of it, but let's just say it converted very, very well. She sold a program after that challenge, made an easy $10,000 and moved on. Jessica is also one of my clients that is making $30,000 on repeat based off of a webinar, an ad that sends them to a webinar, and that webinar then sends them to her program, okay? It's fabulous. It's amazing. Totally worth it. Just want to let you know that kind of stuff is possible. Right here in the very, very middle, I'm halfway through my 6-month program with Maureen. And I was reflecting today and I realized how far I've come without even realizing it. When I started, I was scared to invest with Maureen. And she goes on to say that she'd been struggling in her business for over 2 years. She had worked with other coaches, no major shifts, and she just had her first $10,000 month, and it's only been 3 months in, and she was barely making $1,700 a month when she came to me. Can you imagine that? And all she was really hoping for was to hit $10,000 by the end of her time with me. She did that within 3 months. Fabulous, right? And of course, we were going to talk on Wednesday. Here is another client. Now, this is a little bit confusing. On this left-hand side, these are two different people, okay? The first one wanted to remain anonymous, but she just wanted to let me know that she is enrolling her dream clients into a $4,000 program without even blinking her eye. Okay, how amazing is that? And then underneath, this client right here, we did a Voxer program together. We were like 2-3 days in, nothing big. And she sent me a message saying that she had already had more people reaching out to her in the last few days than ever before. This woman specifically is a network marketer. She was struggling. She wanted to make it. She wanted to be able to work from home. And bam, that is exactly what we focused on. And within just a few days, within just a few shifts in her content and how she was showing up, people were reaching out to her. Okay, this is what I expect out of you guys. This is what I want. These aren't, clients that already came to me having $10,000 months and wanted to get to $30,000. These are clients that were barely making $1,700 a month, struggling to make money at all, scared to invest $100, right? Spending their last pennies. Not that I necessarily recommend that. I don't want anyone to go bankrupt. But these were women that were taking a chance on themselves and knew that if they could embody and become influential saleswomen, their businesses were going to take off. And that's exactly what they did. And I want to extend this opportunity to you guys to be able to work with me in a mastermind that is going to do this for you as well. So right now it's open enrollment for the Summer of Sales Mastermind, which I am so extremely excited about. During this mastermind, you're going to discover the key to unlocking a world of opportunity through sales. I truly believe that, okay? Sales has opened every opportunity to me. That's why I'm here today. That's what allowed me to get out of my shitty single mom, credit card to paycheck to credit card lifestyle. Not that being a single mom was so shitty, right? But it was tough. I went from that to owning my sales skills, owning my value, showing up. And I completely transformed my life, first in the corporate world and then as a coach. Now I don't ever miss a thing with my daughter, and that is the life that I wanted to create, and here I am living my dream. My husband and I just got back from Jamaica for his 30th birthday. We took our best friends, and it was so much fun. The four of us just hung out on the beach for 5 days in Jamaica, all expense paid resort, and oh my gosh, it was a dream. It was fabulous. Dropped $20,000, that was fine, right? Didn't have to work the entire time I was there, came back to money coming in still. It's fabulous what sales can do for you, but not just in business. How do you think I got such an amazing man to marry me? I was a single mom. I was a hot mess. I was young. I was 21, right? Single mom at 21, just out there trying to figure it out. My husband isn't crazy older than me. I turned 27 this year. He just turned 30. And there's only a 3-year and a couple month age gap. Not that big of a deal, but he had it together. He was very, very well put together when we started dating, and I was accused of being a gold digger, okay? I was the gold digger. Can you believe that? And then as time went on, roles reversed. When we got married, he had quit his job, and we 100% lived off of me and my coaching, and we still built this amazing empire while he went out and built his own business. And I can get my kid to eat just about anything because I know the value of the benefit for her, okay? And I can talk to her about those things. Not you have to eat your vegetables so you can grow big and strong, because no kid cares about growing big and strong. Not today, at least. Today, they care about not eating broccoli. Okay, you're also going to be able to create a foundation for financial freedom. Now, we're going to do that through the mastermind aspect. Okay, so the sales aspect are trainings. They're going to drip in to the Facebook group. In the learnings tab, you will have lifetime access to them. You'll constantly be going back to them. But the mastermind aspect, we're going to be reading a book together. that I'm providing. And it's all about women taking ownership and controlling their money and learning to make wise decisions so that their money can work for them. Because I want you to have the life of your dreams. But what happens when you make $100,000 this year and you blow it on things like, I don't know, clothes, hair, food? And I'm not saying that's a waste, because girl, you should treat yourself. But wouldn't it suck at the end of the year, you look back and you're like, man, I made $102,000 and I'm still living paycheck to paycheck because I didn't pay off my debt, because I didn't put anything away, because I don't have any other investments, because I didn't think long term, and now I'm scrambling for another year. There are bigwigs like Amanda Francis who talk about this. You make money and you turn around and invest it. That's why she has multiple properties that she rents out. We're going to be talking about that, how you can take control of your life, your budget, the way you look at money, the way you perceive money, your own money stories, in order to make decisions that will benefit you in the long run. This is what's going to set you apart and allow you to take the stress off. That way you can sell with ease. Because when you're constantly in this energy of, I need a sale, I need money, I need, because, oh my gosh, I'm freaking out, it doesn't work very well. Have we all been there? I know I have. Okay? And then the last piece of the mastermind is transforming in the presence of powerful women. So we are all locking arms together. There are women from all walks of life, all stages of business joining this mastermind. And together we are rising, because I truly believe that women who learn together and grow together, they rise together, and that is how powerful empires are formed. And the best part is that we're all in this together, and we are all here to transform the world, and we're going to do it together. You're going to meet some amazing women. You're going to work alongside some amazing women, and some opportunities are going to open up just because you have chosen to step into this atmosphere. Okay? This isn't, let me change that. Isn't it the time that selling became easy and your income supported your dreams? That is what I want for you out of this mastermind. So if you are still interested, here are some things that you need to know. You get lifetime access to the Facebook group. You get lifetime access to all the trainings. You get lifetime access to everything that I provide. Okay, and I am breaking down these trainings into bite-sized pieces. Yes, some of them are a little bit long. I've got a 40-minute training or so in there, but I try to break everything down into 15, maybe 30 minutes. That way, when you're coming back later and you're saying, I'm having a hard time with this, right? You can go straight to that one thing and focus on it. Pretty awesome, right? I've thought long term. You also get an in-depth guide. Let me go back really quick. Do you see this book right here in the middle, the Summer of Sales Mastermind? I am printing these books for you, and I am sending that with a copy of the book that we are actually reading, plus some extra goodies that I think are really going to help you be successful. And I'm shipping those out to you. It is part of the mastermind cost. You don't have to pay anything extra. You also get a digital copy of the guide, so you can print out any pages later that you need and so on. Plus, you always get access to all the slides. You're also going to be able to network with all of these women. I just talked about that. Being in a mastermind means you get to know these women. You get to work with these women. You don't know who's going to want you to guest appear on their podcast, or how you guys can collaborate on a joint effort to do a program together. I can't tell you how many times I've done that, and they're amazing. This is an opportunity for you to guest blog and to get to know and to share your expertise with other women. You might even get some clients out of it. It happens. Networking is so important. You're going to get access to absolutely everything, and you're going to have the opportunity to work with me live while this is a live program, which is from May 1st to June 30th, 2019. During this time, we are live together. So even if you don't upgrade, you can ask questions in the group and someone will get back to you. You can participate in our live weekly calls and you will get your questions answered. You're still going to get support, but you also have options. You can get 3 strategy sessions with me at a huge discount, or you can get Voxer coaching with me at a huge discount. It is absolutely incredible, the opportunity that you're going to have, not just to grow and to learn sales, but to be able to fully expand who you are, to show up as your most valuable self online and offline. And if that is the type of experience that you want, if you are really ready to show people who you are and what you're made of, and to feel appreciated and valuable in your own home as well as online, then Voxer Coaching 100% is for you. So if you sign up right now, I have something special for you. I am going to give you a free shadow work guide. Now, this isn't just any shadow work guide. I am going to specifically look at you and your gene keys in order to find out what your shadows are. And I'm going to put together a little report, and I'm going to talk to you about that so that you can combat them, right? So that you can come up against them, so that you are prepared for them. Because as important as it is for you to know and to play by your strengths, it's equally important that you know what is holding you back and the things that are stopping you. By understanding your shadows, you're going to be able to move forward with ease. So if you are ready, you need to go ahead and click the link. You need to let me know. This link right here, bit.ly, so bit.ly /capital S, capital M, Sales Summer Mastermind, lowercase FB, Facebook. With that link, you are going to be able to go straight to the Mastermind Facebook page. You can read through everything, you can read through the options, and you can find the payment plan that works for you. If you want just the Mastermind, it's only $222 in full, or 3 monthly payments of $79. If you would like to go ahead and get in on the 3 strategy sessions plus the Mastermind, it's $555 paid in full, or 4 payments of $255. Or I'm sorry, 4 payments of $145. Yes. Or you can do the Voxer and you get the full Mastermind plus 8 weeks. So that's 2 months of Voxer training, which is unlimited messages. It's a walkie-talkie app, messaging back and forth every single day. Whenever a question comes up, whenever you're needing something, whenever you're not feeling it, whenever you need a kick in the ass, I'm going to be there for you. For life, for marriage, for kids, for business, for sales, for clients, whatever is coming at you, even just to review content, I'm there for you for 8 weeks. $9.99 paid in full, which is huge because it's usually $9.99 for 1 month of Voxer with me. Do you hear that? 1 month of Voxer. You get 2 months of Voxer plus the Mastermind for the price of 1. Or you can do the 4 monthly payments of $255. Once again, your free bonus for being on this training and taking this all in and getting to the end and then signing up is this free shadow work. So go ahead, click on the link, and let's get started. Once again, I'm Maureen Casey. I love you guys. I hope that this helped. I know that this helped. And don't forget to grab your slides so that you can look back over this. They come with the video. Check your email. Bye, everyone. Talk to you soon, and good luck. I can't wait to see you in the Sales of Summer Mastermind. It's fabulous. It's amazing. The women who are already in are super excited, super hyped, and they're already making sales, which is incredible. And the pre-work has just begun. Oh, and if you want to make sure that you get your package in before we start, you need to sign up by April 22nd. If you don't, you run the risk of getting the book and the workbook and all of the other success tools late. Late meaning after May 1st, okay? So just keep that in mind. The sooner you sign up, the faster you're going to be able to get your success pack. I'll talk to you soon. I hope you have an amazing week. I can't wait to hear how this worked for you. And go ahead, jump in the Facebook group and let me know. Let me know how this was. I will talk to you soon.